I hate it when a coach has an advantage that he doesn't know he needs to protect, at least for some time. Hansi Flick. I mean, he's just flicking everybody. This Barcelona team is a relatively young team.
Abeloa try. You try.
Kamawo is left footed. So when the guy is doing that, Kamavinga.
Charlie, welcome to the Podville. Welcome to Betway's Malam Go podcasts. You're going to review the Champions League. We saw some great games.
Oh, Charlie.
That came out some commentary for one of those games. Charlie, within the week, I see something for TikTok. It make I miss the old days. Reggie Rockstone do some short demo be. I think it was for his birthday. We do some short demo way. Ochambe Kwabena passed the clip inside. Kwabena Keke Fosu passed the clip inside. Charlie, if you look at the composition of the song the guy do.
But that guy, why he stopped the sing?
Reggie be different. OG. Little grandpapa be different. See, I did TikTok go. Where I say grandpapa. Oh, damn. No. It was crazy. You guys, you don't see that in this thing here. You see him? Oh no, he's slack. It don't be the cow. It is a studio. Then they do a can wear some why then Ochami Kwabena can do some boogie be. No. It be killer.
As in for birthday something.
Yeah. No, it be killer. In this. You see how? No, bro, it be. I see no way I pick my headphone.
No.
I said what I want to say. I know what talk about. Raise a toast to the OG because the OG here. Send a light of love to you whether you close or
So, like, no profane, nothing like, but
just in flu.
Yeah, no, be tell me they like.
No, Charlie, the OG.
But you see, it comes with the times because those were the days of longer records. So the average length of a song is between 3.5 minutes to like 5 minutes.
Sometimes if you go 7 minutes.
Now, Lord Kenya, he himself who started it, is doing 3 splits.
Kenya they rap.
Cheeky.
Oh, your boy.
Charlie, forget.
Charlie, because
That guy got call and way good. Though.
Yeah.
The time with the UCC, he can't do some show before then. He can't know. He say make we buy a petition.
Kenya they be different.
You drink 1 gallon of petition, the gallon. Drink. How did they? Hey,
Say damn, man.
Damn.
petition. Padi no to ice water.
one moment to say ice water.
Masa, say never cannot say okay, boss. So okay, man.
I hate the history.
Hey, a shock.
What they do now.
Yeah.
If you know,
If you know blunt,
a shock.
drink heavy.
Well,
forget.
he go blow the thing.
Yeah.
Drink that petition. Look, he can't date the stage there. No.
Forget.
The energy.
Non-stop.
Charlie. Non-stop till daybreak. Cheddar what charge? You know.
What charge?
Cheddar what charge?
What charge?
You don't take to Wale comes from SRC week B.
Charlie.
Where Wale enter, then Wale for
parade ground.
Parade grounds. Then Wale for come stage like 11. We Wale say now everybody come up for the stage. He come stage like 9:30, 10. Wale left stage 4 a.m. Back to back. Like he left stage 4
You
a.m.
no go sleep.
Yeah, he left stage 4 a.m. He come like 9 something. Wale left stage.
Charlie, you sleep when you dey jam to Mahama paper before.
Charlie,
You dey bed, then you dey book.
I said Wale left stage 4 a.m. There was no down moment. It was back to back. He composed song with KNST for stage top right there and there.
My first experience with Shatale was 2013, Radio Max Old Schools reunion.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like that.
Wale.
So that guy is stage.
Like,
that guy be crazy.
Like, I've seen people religiously worship an artist,
Yeah.
but never before on that scale.
Yeah, but in fan
So
base,
you
you're Ghana.
guarantee
Yeah.
which artist you worship for Ghana?
Never before on
Like
that
who
scale.
is your main artist for Ghana?
Or be the Hoover.
You? Damn, man.
Why you laugh? Look, I don't have one.
No, you have to choose one.
I don't have one.
You have to.
I don't have.
We are all going to choose one.
When I say I don't have one, coach, it's not because I don't like It's the stuff.
No, and it is tough
Like
for all of
different
us.
things
here,
about
but
it.
I like I choose.
Okay, let's put it this way.
Yeah.
Whose song are you eager to listen when you hear the person has released a song or on a feature or anything? Like you hear this guy drop track.
Okay. Stoneboy. When Stoneboy drops a track, I want to listen because I think musically, his musical composition, like the instrument, is not noisy.
Stimulates more.
I like Stone. I like Stone.
so you like Stoneboy.
But if you want to jam, it's Stone's Adaga.
That's not the question. Me not be a question.
say everything.
But I love the day. I talk no the day name.
No.
This not be in now matters.
No,
It do
wait.
now matters.
I am a G.
No, it dey do now.
No.
No,
See,
Then it be
This show they doing nothing.
No, not be that.
Sicho.
Oh, it be
You
hard.
not doing nothing.
Oh, it be hard,
Okay,
but
what about you?
Me my own.
Yeah.
Kofi Kinata.
Solid.
down there, who know?
I will listen to him all day.
Kofi be correct.
Kofi die.
Achu.
Stoneboy. Kofi.
Stoneboy.
Yeah, but see, me.
That's all we for choose.
But you see, I understand what he's saying because
Charlie,
go to any
There's
public
nothing
event. No.
unnecessary.
Wait.
This
Oh,
is
coach. I understand. Coach, if I understand.
Wait, hear
Coach,
me
if I
out.
understand.
They're doing nothing.
Wait.
Hear me
I
out.
think Sitcho introduced different this thing because music be for different
I
moods.
go feel introduce different.
For different moods. So maybe like if you want jam, you get somebody.
maybe.
If you just one listen,
Yeah.
that one too, you get
But
somebody.
like OGs like this, the OGs, it be Kojo entry. Me at the pick Kojo entry stuff
me-
over late.
The OGs.
People know the but OGs,
OGs,
the
yeah,
OGs.
Kenya.
Me they be that
Oh
low.
Lord, Kenya.
Kenya.
The OGs. be
People
that
they like
low.
me and they like Kojo.
Me and they like that.
The OGs be Kojo and they like Mr. Music
If I
Man.
grow up on Kujo.
Yeah, and they love Kojo.
Yeah, but you talk something.
Mr. Music Man, and they love
I just
Kojo.
sit here and say I grew up. Be like then my hobby they take Kujo entry they run my home. Because they listen there.
Me don't see my
You wake up now.
Anyway, guys.
You grew up before you can't understand the song. Charlie, I said, one time I meet some guy. Growing up, he was older guy. He used to have this sound system. He would play the songs. Pour some sugar.
Yeah, Paul some sugar.
So this was my first time going back to Taddy after I came to Accra. I saw the guy with the chat. I say, hey, senior man, bow. The man in the on weekends now, Esak boys, because when he starts playing the music, we'll come there, we'll jam. When it's getting to afternoon, he'll sack all the boys. He'll sack all the
Sugar.
Pour some sugar. Acoustic characters.
Anyway, guys, let's dive into the midweek games from the Champions. Let's start off with the biggest one for sure. It was Real Madrid at the Allianz Arena against Bayern Munich. And then you realize that why did this guy fool? He laugh.
I tell you something. When the thing fast.
You know far.
Oh, if I
So you talk say it will be bloodbath.
oh, I tell you something.
Say if they on the
I not tell you.
They on the
say,
colours.
If they on the
They on
red
the-
light, it be respectable.
Yeah.
If they on the colors, what was the what was the color? It don't be red.
It was red. And it was respectable.
Respectable.
Yeah.
You make lucky.
And do you realize? So you realize in UEFA competitions, when they are naming the stadium, they don't add the sponsor.
Yeah. No.
FIFA as well.
Yeah, I've forgotten the name.
Emirates.
The Bayern. Emirates becomes Arsenal Stadium.
Yes. Allianz
The
Stadium.
Allianz Arena, they called it something. They didn't use the Allianz because Allianz is a sponsor. They called it something. When I was introduced, I wanted to mention the stadium, then I forgot. Like Etihad, like it's City
of Manchester Stadium.
City of Manchester Stadium. It goes back to it because they don't want to. Any sponsorship nonsense. Who will take it first? Bayern beating Real Madrid.
I take it.
Coach, let's go.
Now, to be honest with you, whatever happened yesterday was bound to happen. I'm not talking about the result, but I'm talking about the beauty of the game.
It's why it's called the European Classico.
Yeah. Exactly. Look, these two teams have got history.
Yesterday, I enjoyed my body. I was like a kid
I
again.
make somebody chop money.
I was like,
Right before Icon, right before we go come, say, "Chai boss, what's up? What trans over 3.5
Quick.
First half,
he chop
over 3.5. But he chop
that was a bold call.
quick. Oh, goals go pie.
I felt like a little boy again watching football for like open quality for LB.
We, thankfully, for the sake of football, we saw what we saw yesterday. Thankfully.
Maybe you they do.
Yes.
Maybe you they do.
Thankfully, that first leg contributed to what we saw yesterday.
Yeah.
There were moments in that first leg where Bayern could have just
Killed the
tie 3-0. 4-0. And I think if we had something like that from the first leg, we wouldn't have experienced what we experienced yesterday.
The game was still alive coming into
Because the game was still alive yesterday, before the game. And the two teams, very arrogant. Real Madrid came into the game, knew that they had to win at all costs. So, per their stature as the most successful team in the tournament, they were not going to lie low. Yes, we are away from the Bernabeu, but we've got what it takes to come here and beat you guys. Bayern Munich too, over the years, we all know how very strong they've been at home. If there was any team, or if there's any team in world football who could go to the Allianz Arena and show that level of audacity and arrogance that we can take the guys on, Real Madrid on the Champions League night, and then maybe Barcelona on the Champions League night.
on form.
On form. Now, when the game started, the game needed to start in a certain way to get everybody to settle down. But that game didn't settle it.
It was a crazy start.
Because of Neuer.
Because of Neuer. Neuer,
What was he thinking? What was he looking at?
and he's been...
Solly.
He's very good with his feet.
Yeah.
Nobody saw that coming. In seconds, right?
Yeah. 38.
38 seconds.
Yeah.
42.
And then he just gave the
That was
ball
when the ball hit the back of the net.
at that
So he
moment.
gave the ball away 38 and 32. The ball was quick.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
And at that
But it was a good finish too.
super, very difficult finish.
I saw the guy, no, Ugule.
He's, of
Of
course,
course,
he
Vinicius,
respects...
he go film me some.
Yeah, he go
Goulet,
film me some. Even if for Vinicius, like, you know, go kick him at once like that.
Technique-wise, he's not close to Goulet.
At all. Now, when Bayern considered that goal, we're waiting to see how they were going to respond. But you see, if your team is that good, and when such things happen,
No panic.
you don't panic. You got to look at that 38 seconds, 90 minutes plus stoppage time. Come on, man, we'll be done.
Hurricane went to there and said, forget, let's play.
Let's
Are
play.
they here for you?
You understand? It became so beautiful on the entertainment side. Now, I'm concerned about the coaching side, the two
Okay.
coaches.
Okay.
Abaloa, he was hoping for that start. Now, when the start came and Bayern decided to come at them, I think what he should have done was to get the Real Madrid team
Steady the lead small.
to steady the game small. Let's keep it at 1-0 till about the 30th minute and see whether we can go 1-0 at halftime.
But the
It didn't
one
happen.
came from a corner.
Yes, a corner that, in my view, was a very bad goal to
Was poorly defended, yeah.
very. I said,
But
what?
the ball wasn't high enough. It went through the
With Rudiger, I'm coming.
Poor goalkeeper.
Poor goalkeeping.
poor defending.
Poor defending.
First post. Who was on the first post? If anybody was there, the first. Because the ball wasn't high.
The ball wasn't that high, and
Lunin sans pass.
Look in there. Even the Diaz goal,
the ball wasn't
even after the
high.
deflection,
No, you couldn't have saved it.
Courtois saved it.
No, but there's only one coach who
Courtois.
Save it.
saved that ball.
Oh, I'm telling you. Oh, he saved it.
He saved the ball. He saved the ball.
He saved it.
He saved the ball.
The ball.
The ball.
He saved the ball.
It's not be healthy for me.
You understand? So that was a bad goal to consider. But you see,
I agree.
One thing that I didn't like about the goal also was the lack of proper organization in the Real Madrid center. There's Rudiger, there's Militao. I mean, these are
Bellingham is big and strong.
He's big
Mendy.
and strong. Mendy, they're all big and strong.
Valverde.
So look, that should never happen. So it happened. Then again, Real Madrid took the lead. That's something that Bayern themselves will have to watch out. At some point in time, as if they were not respecting.
Coach, let me ask you, because you're talking about the second goal, Ada Gullar's free kick. Could Neuer have done better? Should he have dived when he took the first step?
You see,
Did he miscalculate
the
something?
man is 40-something years. Don't forget, he's been that good that people we still think he is the Manuel Neuer of old. A Manuel Neuer of old would have gone 1-2, bam. And then,
Dives.
yes, he would have done 1-2. Then he's off. But watch, his feet, he didn't move his feet too. He just threw there and see whether he could crawl the ball back. He was not diving to make the save. He was hoping to see whether he could crawl the ball back.
Is that
not
age or
arrogance?
lack of judgment, or is that the age or
I think it's a combination of both.
Right.
Because if you look at where the free kick was taken
I don't
from,
think it was in the top corner. I think
No, it
it
wasn't.
wasn't. And I'm saying that if he was younger, the footwork, because such balls, it is your footwork that would allow you to make the save.
agility about it.
That is it. That would allow you to make the save. And Real Madrid again, look at that second goal that they
Sarri is
conceded.
making that save.
Jesus Christ.
The Hurricane goal.
Yes. Now, when Upamecano, you see, Bayern had more or less suffocated them.
Yeah.
So when Olise it was a miscontrol.
Yeah.
And then it just fell to Upamecano. He saw the gap and then he just went.
Was he really passing to Hurricane or he
Yes, he
mispassed?
did.
Oh, he meant
No, he meant it.
I thought the reason I thought he was going to Diaz, and luckily for him, Kane was
was
behind him.
Is there
No, you see-
overhead view?
You see, if you look at this way,
Yeah,
you see that it was a pass meant for Hurricane.
Okay.
Because he saw when he came, you see, he watched. And then, well, Rudiger and Militao.
I thought Trent's
Really?
position in that instance was also
No,
bad.
there was somebody, I agree Trent should have closed.
Yeah.
But there was somebody also behind Trent, sorry. And the communication was bad. You see, at that level,
They were all over the place.
But
Yeah.
the Real Madrid defense were all over the
And Looney, no. Who told you what happened for him to think that Kane will go to the near post?
No, but you see, Hurricane finish was absolutely sublime.
But his body posture was like, I'm going to that corner. If you like, go there. Because then he opened it up. He opened it up.
If he had gone near
Near
post, not
post.
hitting it like the contact is not-
And I think Rudiger,
Yeah, no.
was it Militao? Rudiger would have blocked it. So doing two was going there.
And then 2-2. In fact, at 2-2, I thought we would go
So
first
halftime.
Halftime.
and then only for Real Madrid to again do the sort of things that Mbappe and Vinicius would do
Yeah.
if they are all on
Yeah.
the same wavelength.
Yeah, I think that goal was emphatic. Not like it was. It was so.
We are here.
It had a punch.
We are here.
Like
We are here.
yeah. And the way Mbappe ran
This
after
is
scoring the
going
goal is
to-
like yeah.
This is going to be a long. In fact, that goal told Bayern that this was going to be a
Yeah,
very
I was a bit
long night.
What's that even say?
Now, in the second half, I think Bayern was living on the edge. There were moments in that game, that second half.
Yeah,
Real, truth be told, if they had scored the fourth goal,
yeah. They didn't take those moments.
there was an Mbappe cutback.
Vinicius, Ampao.
Vinicius. This was the guy who,
Vinicius Juniors.
people contested
I'll do it 10 times over.
and doubted why Rodri should win the world best.
I'll
Every
do it.
season is different. Please,
I'll
you
do
can't
it.
compare that season to this
No,
season.
but he said he'll do it 10 times over.
But he'll do it. It's not dead.
You see,
Okay.
The 10 times over is his dancing
And
and
then-
things. He'll do
No,
it.
it's not a dancing.
And
The
then-
10 times over is the performer. I'll do it again and,
And then-
again, and I'll win the Ballon d'Or.
Oh,
But
you
it's
win.
not
and then
that.
let me tell you something.
I'll do it 10 times.
I just didn't understand why they kept allowing Olise to go on this left foot. When he picks up the ball, he would 90 out of 100.
Because it's not the same thing we say about Iron Robin, Mohamed Salah.
No,
Still
but
they'll go.
look, the Real Madrid setup was very bad. Look at Mendy. He positioned himself very well to push the ball onto the byline, onto the goal line.
There was no support.
Those guys there, did not do their job well. Valverde,
Bellingham.
You can't allow the man to be coming all in anticipation of the arc. Because when you saw him come, he was looking, okay, where's the arc? The moment anytime he got to the arc, that needed to be stopped.
He had about 3 of those moments. And when Ludin saved one dropped right on top of the bar. The other one was also just a waste.
They needed to stop him. And we saw them when they played in other games. Well, you double up on him. In the case of Luis Diaz, they had doubled up on him throughout the first leg.
In the second leg too.
Why were they not doing the same thing here? But credit here must be given to Hurricane. Look, Charlie, guy on the bubble.
Charlie, he plays some pass.
Look,
Mendy back to Diaz.
Yes, you see that? Yeah.
I was wondering how he saw the space because them block him way. He just bend him body some way. It's near the team. Charlie.
Two passes in those games with that one and
Namanaya on him look a ball strategy. He knows. You see, he's not only a goal scorer. He's not only a goal scorer, but he's a proper football player. Why do I say so? You see, his movement alone, even without the ball, makes life very easy for the Bayern Munich players. And there are times he just decides to ignore the 2 center backs. I will not present myself to you. If you come,
fine,
follow me. And that is where the understanding with Nabri has become so important for Bayern Munich throughohout the season.
And it's so crucial because even though he roams a lot, when the team needs a striker to be there for the supplies to come, box. Like Obey Rabbage now.
No, Abeshe. He's a fantastic player. Most people are talking about Olise winning the Ballon d'Or.
No.
I think Hurricane.
If Bayern wins the Champions League and Hurricane goes to the World Cup and balls, I think it's wins it. But if Bayern wins the Champions League and Olise goes to the World Cup to ball, it becomes difficult because Olise can't ball without Kylian Mbappe.
Quick, Mbappe will win it.
So the thing will be dicey.
Mbappe will win it. And once the Champions League is over, forget. World Cup is deciding.
You understand?
Unless the person that did the person who does the World Cup did the Champions League.
At the time of introducing, come on.
Kamavinga.
And again, what the wrong?
At the time of introducing who?
Come on.
Ready.
You thought that was the wrong thing. Did they miss Chouameni?
They did.
Once he missed that, I thought
you could clearly see the lack of discipline on the part of the young man.
Charlie, you don't see he don't say he the kung fu. You don't see. He don't say he the kung fu. So it's not that when you look me directly.
Eye contact.
You don't say he the kung fu.
Hey. No, because when you spoke about the second leg, especially with Olise checking onto his left in the first leg, even though he played well, he didn't have a lot of those shooting angles.
Yes, because Chouameni was properly
did a lot of work.
And he knows him.
And he knows him very well too.
Le Bleu.
And also, he's right foot. So when the guy was dancing, he was doing this.
Don't flow with him.
The Kamavo. Kamawo is left footed. So when the guy is doing that, Kamavinga. You don't even use the right foot.
Oh God.
But see, what was that?
I mean, Kamavinga let himself down, really. Apart from the red card, he didn't play well.
It was so stupid.
And he actually, Madrid's level dropped a little bit when he came on.
Who was substituted for him?
Brahim Diaz, who had a very decent game.
Very good game.
He picks incredible positions.
Very good game.
But I see the substitution made sense.
It made sense.
But the player,
his influence in the game had...
The player
he
messed up.
Yeah.
Completely messed up. And for me, most people are questioning the red card. Come on, man, it was the second bookable of.
Oh, that one there is the second bookable.
No two. So he knew exactly
what. Because let's establish it. The yellow card wasn't for the foul.
The
it
yellow-
was for him kicking
Yeah,
the ball
kicking
away.
the ball, yeah.
The yellow card
Kicking the
wasn't
ball
for the foul.
Yes, it
The
wasn't for the
referee
foul.
was already on the card.
Yes. It wasn't
And
for
that
the
foul wasn't the one that was going to give
Yes,
him.
it was for
second-
delaying the restart.
He picked the ball,
kicking
delayed
the ball away and
kicked
picked it.
and kicked the ball, picked it before. No, Bayern wanted to.
And last season against Real Madrid, against Arsenal in the semi-final, he did the same. He kicked the ball away, got the
Yes.
second yellow card from got sent off.
He
The
hasn't
same
learned.
thing, he hasn't learned. He let himself
That's
in
an
the team
act
down.
of gross stupidity. French international player, Ujimisa.
He'll go to the World Cup too.
You see, the problem is,
No guarantee.
I think,
He'll
look,
lose a guarantee.
had
Real
not,
Madrid player.
is it,
He'll
No
go.
guarantee.
Deschamps.
if the red card had not been
Why
given,
Benzema go?
you see,
In case we different.
if the red card had not been given at
Yeah.
that time of the game, I didn't see Bayern coming back.
I think so.
I think the game was going to go into extra
Extra
time,
time, yeah.
and then eventually penalties.
I think so.
But Bayern is so good a team that
They'll punish you for
how
your
long did
mistakes.
it take?
Oh, quick.
Oh, 3 minutes.
3 minutes, yeah.
Fine. Now, the clear numerical advantage.
Before Madrid will settle, they dismantled you.
I showed that. Because at that level, they were all very angry. And you see, at that level, it became the players against the players. I don't know whether you saw that. At some point in the time, it was the players against the coaches that they were just there. They were doing nothing.
Yeah.
These players, this group of players wanted to show to you that we are better than you. We will show to you that you did lie bad. We are better than you. And that was what actually led to that 5 minutes onslaught, injury time, 2 goals within less than 10 minutes. Pam. And look at the arrogance with the Olise goal.
Charlie.
If you watch the drone shot, he picked up the ball from Harry Kane.
He said, I'm coming for you.
And he just looked at, who is that?
Fena.
Fena Mendy. Who is this? Mega Zugu players. He just went for, look, you saw that, right?
Yeah.
He just went
Did you hear
at them.
the CBS interview?
No, I didn't.
So Henri asked him that usually when you, apparently there was a similar instance at the Olympics. And Henri, before the interview, he said, oh, at the Olympics, he wanted him to go to the corner and the guy tried to dribble and he lost the ball. So when Olise comes, he asked him that, at that stage in the game, you usually take the ball to the corner flag. Why do you? He said, I wanted to score. I wanted to score them, so I took the ball. Charlie.
That was the arrogance with which he did what he did. And when he was coming, Mendy was looking. If you look at the shape
was
of
afraid.
Mendy, he was afraid, but he was positioning himself to push him
To that side, yeah.
to that side. Again,
Nobody
the guys who were supposed to come and close and stop him from going onto his left foot stood there and they were virtually ball watching. And they paid the price. I think as it stands today, I think they are the favorite to win the tournament.
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think PSG is playing so convincingly. As for Arsenal, I don't even want to mention them. I think whoever Bayern Munich meets, you see, Bayern Munich is playing like Barcelona some few years ago. You will not dominate them. They will create the chances. They will only lose the game, like I normally say of the Spanish team when they are on form. Not because
because they
you were
failed
better, because they fail to utilize the chances created.
That'll be very
And
interesting.
that will be what we, because look, that only say they create a lot of chances. They against this Bayern Munich, Real Madrid team, they recount the number of chances in both legs. They
Harry Kane scored his 50th goal.
yes. So for me,
Incredible.
I think they are the team to beat,
Right.
and I'm tipping them to go all the way to win the tournament.
Okay. And you know who called me? Your uncle.
Hey,
Who is that?
It's like out to 4.
It's been a while.
Aju.
I respected Real Madrid. Yeah. There are certain games where the tactics will not show you as much as just the raw application that tells you that. Because there are things you can't replace. You can't compensate. It's just one of one. You either have it or you don't.
Exactly.
And that is the character that Real Madrid showed on the day. It was not a game to make excuses about we have not settled or the tactics is not right, or they just needed to, whatever it took to put the ball in the back of the net. And that's why I said it on TV.
That's the
today,
game players are taking responsibility.
yes, that even in defeat, I admire them. When it comes to Champions League, Real Madrid is one of those teams I don't like.
I forgot what truth be told, they misbehaved after the final whistle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Madrid.
Vinicius Jr. and Ade Goulet.
Those scenes were
I mean,
Those things
you
were-
won this tournament and you were properly beaten. Nobody had
Bro, that red card is a red card. Go to your dressing room and tell Kamavinga, you let us down. Leave the referee alone. That's my point. They blame the referee alone. Red card. That look. To deep it. The free kick that brought them 2-1 up wasn't a foul.
It was not a foul.
It wasn't a foul.
The other Gula one wasn't.
Yeah,
He
it was
died.
not a foul.
Ibrahim Diaz died. That
It was
was
not a
a
foul.
foul.
But look, they are a
And that
force of nature.
is me saying it too. That is Sicho saying it.
Yeah, so
That is Sicho saying it.
who am I?
Oh, that was a
That's
good
a good one.
That was a good one.
So look, it was just a game that the Bayern players will respect Real Madrid. They will celebrate it, they would enjoy it, but they would know that challenge.
That was close.
These guys have given us a fight. But Madrid would have to make some difficult decisions going forward. That midfield, some of the elements there. How many years has Camavinga been at Real Madrid now?
I think 3 seasons.
4, if I'm not mistaken.
Sicho, how many years has he played for?
Like 5 years.
Camavinga.
5 years.
4, 5.
Okay. As we speak, he's lost his position in the team to Thiago Petach. Yeah?
That's serious.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't be happening.
Madrid have got to make a decision on him. They have got to make a decision on him. What he did last season against Arsenal, what he's done this season, those are conducts that big clubs have to punish.
Very interesting.
Those are conducts that big clubs have to punish. I look at the future of this Real Madrid midfield. I don't think he has a
I think he's one of the players Madrid are looking to offload.
I don't think he has
I
a
saw the
place
rumor
there.
somewhere that Madrid are looking to offload him.
Plus his injuries too.
You're not fit. Since you came for the last 5 years or so, you've not been able to hold any.
Hold down any
He
position.
came before Tchouaméni came.
Yeah, he did.
came a season before. You've not been able to hold down any position. Sometimes you play left back, sometimes you play midfield, you play whatever. In fact, then when you get your opportunity,
I think he's actually been there
What
for
is-
almost 6 years.
that's what I'm saying.
What
He
is
did
his
HL.
real- what is his real position?
Box to box.
He's a box to box.
But they've not used him. Then.
That's the thing.
That's the thing. That's the
That's
problem.
they should use him as box to box.
Yeah, but he's not better at it than Bellingham, for
The
example.
Camavinga we knew 6 years ago. What he was doing 6 years ago.
It's almost the same.
So when he was younger, the things he's doing and we're like, wow, 6 years on, this guy will be unplayable. But 6 years on, you've not improved it.
But that's what we are saying.
So when we say he is good, it is true. What we saw, the signs were that Charlie, this guy with age.
But 6 years later, we can't be talking about the
the same
potential.
Tchouaméni, we know had his own issues with Real Madrid. They play him as centre back some way. But when he plays as a DM and has a run, everybody sees his quality.
The DN is his role. So when you put him there before.
Yes.
But this Camavinga boy,
doesn't have
he's at his
He's not fit. He's never been fit.
Even when he's been fit. Can Real, under any of the coaches say that? Real.
Trust it.
You see, can we?
Coach go kill me. Coach go kill for the show. Coach go kill for the. Let it finish.
You see, can any of the coaches say that? Look,
You trust him as your starting box-to-box midfielder.
and let's see.
Because he hasn't proved. Look, there are a number of times Madrid has needed him alongside Tchouaméni that is not be available. To the extent that Ceballos, how did Thiago Petach get playing time?
Yeah.
Because the guy is not available. As for Camavinga, he's there.
As a who? Kamabo.
Camavinga.
I mean, that
And that guy, I monitor him in Madrid career.
Charlie.
Whenever he know they.
So look, a decision has to be made about him. You can't build a team with players who are hardly available. I don't know how many years Ceballos has got remaining on his contract, but he's another player they would have to take a look at. Further up the pitch, what Real Madrid were doing yesterday, when you were asking why they were not doubling up on Olise on that right side, doing that would have meant that Vinicius Jr. will drop a bit deeper. Or Bellingham drops very deep, gets there close to Ferland Mendy. That would mean Valverde is marking or is helping to mark Diaz. Bellingham is helping to mark Olise. So your midfield options are who and who?
But in the game, what happened was, I think what happened was Brahim Diaz was rather helping Trent more.
Yes.
And then Valverde stayed a bit more central.
exactly.
Then Bellingham would do this side because obviously they didn't have.
But still, that means that you have your four midfielders.
And then there was, and so it was Valverde and Adagula central,
Yeah.
Bellingham, and then Brahim Diaz wider.
Wider.
That means that you had your four midfielders been very deep. And so when you did to recover numbers in the middle, you had only Valverde, Goulet to work with, as against about 4 or 3, because you had Pavlovic.
Lima will push up very high alongside Pavlovic, Kimmich.
I'm talking about even the central spaces that were clogged. Kane drops deep, Pavlovic, Kimmich, and then Upamecano.
And Lima 2 goals. Boom.
Yeah. So that would have created that disadvantage. The solution to that would have been requiring one of Vinicius or sacrificing one of those wide players to stay and then put in the extra hours in the middle.
Mbappe.
They
I
won't do
think
it.
he should have done that
Mbappe.
because
won't
Vinicius
do
was
it.
the outlet to bring him on board.
They won't do it.
And that's what happened for the goal. In the goal, Mbappe was a bit deeper.
He was deeper.
Yes.
So
And they
when
sent
the
Vini away.
outlet, and then he
But
came
Vini
back.
was patient enough to wait for Mbappe to arrive.
And then-
they set Mbappe up for the tap.
And then they released it. But you see, that sequence, Madrid will not create it all the time, even if it is required. That is why, long term, one of those star boys, one has to go.
Vinicius.
One has to go. You see, this idea that Vinicius is the easily dispensable one, there are 2 truths we cannot escape. Until Mbappe's arrival, Vinicius delivered everything he had to deliver for Real Madrid. In terms of the Champions League personality, he was sharing it with Benzema.
Yeah.
And when Benzema left, he did it.
When Benzema left, do you know who I said Madrid should go and sign?
No.
Who would have been a better player even for them than what Benzema was? Harry Kane. By that time, Harry Kane had 1 year left on his contract.
Should have gone for him.
They should have gone for two.
And
they were so-
stylistically, it would have been seamless.
And
Seamless
even better.
fit. Yes.
I said Harry Kane on board that for Mbochi Benzema.
Yeah.
Go
Seamless
no
fit.
Musachino.
So the way I see it,
Or
Oh, be true.
okay.
By far.
one has to give. Vinicius, as we speak, you can question his application in this game or that game or his attitude. But in terms of being a good fit and achieving balance, Madrid have shown they can do it with him. What they have not been able to do is to hack it with Mbappe in the equation. The imbalance we see in that team, look, at the beginning of the season, we all thought, especially under Ancelotti, we all thought that he could find a way to make it work. Ancelotti has not been able to do it. Alonso got fired before he would have had enough time to show
Couldn't
us.
do it the whole time. Known to me yet.
Now you have
Abalo Bayern na Mbappe Praka kind as a Madrid here. Mbappe Bayern it's Anjiga. It's some way.
whether they like it or not, one of
some way,
those
pa.
2 star boys would have to be sacrificed. One of them has to go.
Or look, or Madrid must understand. Think of this attack: Vinicius, Michael Olise, Kylian Mbappe. Madrid have a proper. So
Will Mbappe stay as a center forward?
the 3 of them should combine. Harry Kane hasn't necessarily stood back, combine, do your things.
No.
And then look at the midfield.
So wait. The difference
No,
is that
I'm saying think about it. Like, so if Madrid has
a right winger,
that balances the
maybe
front
when
end.
Rodrigo becomes
Then you have a DM. Let's say you're Tchouaméni. Valverde comes into the midfield to partner Tchouaméni.
let's say-
Bellingham can do
Bellingham,
his box to box. Madrid should stop that thing now. You want Vini and Mbappe to be in, no.
No, but
front
Sichu.
three midfield.
Sichu.
That is what won you the Champions League.
the Bayern thing,
That'll work.
the Bayern example that you gave, it works because when Kane drops deep, there's someone occupying the center backs there.
Bellino.
Nabry.
Bellino has
Yeah,
shown.
he can do
Bellino
that.
has shown
He can do
that.
that.
Oh, Madrid, they should just get a left winger who can balance the front three. Asa. Then because Valverde, Tchouaméni, Bellingham, bro, it's a strong midfield. Though.
No, it is, but you see that dynamic.
Oh, Lami Yama. Let's go and do Figo. I'm gonna be crazy, yo. I'm gonna be crazy, yo.
Like I will tell Madrid.
No, it's a joke.
Like I will tell Madrid. fan.
Lami Yama, Mbappe, Vini.
Vinicius.
God damn it.
No, if Vinicius in the spoiler. Vinicius in the spoiler.
The guy will deliver 2 Champions
That's gonna be
League titles.
crazy.
No be he go spoiler.
That's gonna be crazy.
No be he go spoiler. But look,
Or imagine
No, you go send
big
Mbappe.
Salah, Big Salah, Mbappe. They get Fede Valverde, Tchouaméni, then Bellingham for
It be
midfield.
Lamine. Then you go send Mbappe go the left. Then you get Haaland. That be where you go be me.
Mbappe, they know left to go play again.
You go play. You go play against the Vinicius, make it go sleep for something.
Mbappe, no one play the 9. See,
what?
Oh, right now they accept the 9. He called Ronaldo. Make I tell you, actually, sorry. He called Ronaldo. Say, Charlie, I come around and give me advice. When I tell him, say, yeah, he come. He say, he won't do him body. Say, he won't play the wings, but he won't tell him. Say wings, no. I have been some jumu njaibo. Obi pra. Obo to be bonche. Into one copy in humble. Since that time, I say, Babasa, when he call Kalu, say, Kalu, I beg, the 9, I go play. When he call the champ, we call the champ, say the champ. Stop the call Giroud because the 9 right now me and they play. So since that call, they stop the call Giroud.
So Ronaldo in this thing.
Advice. Ronaldo advice. That's why if he score, the goals they score now playing down the middle. So if I call Ronaldo again, make a show him the runs, then he will come good there.
And actually stay in the box.
Oh, he left small.
Charlie,
he left him
if you dey complain, say they stay the box inside. When 2 seasons he scored 40 plus goals, then give me the goal too.
Hang on.
It's for the balance of the team.
For him. As for Mbappe, goal scoring,
he will find goals.
If he plays centre back, I swear Mbappe will play centre back, will score 25 goals a season combined. If Mbappe catch, he will score 12 goals a season. So as for the goals for Kylian,
he will find goals anywhere.
But sometimes, you see what Haaland they do now. Sometimes your movement as the main man,
Occupy the defenders.
you go check like Benzema. People say Benzema go play wide. No, it not be true. Ronaldo still play from the wide.
Yeah.
But Benzema in
You
movement,
knew when to vacate.
it creates space on the edge. And if Mbappe, you stay the box inside. Fede Valverde and Bellingham will score more goals for the team. You might not score the 40. You can score like 30. But Fede Valverde and Bellingham can score more because you keep the defenders in the box. And on the edge of the box, but Mbappe stays on the edge. So the centre backs are in the box and the
They should
midfielders
adapt to him.
Fair enough.
Why are you complaining? Adapt.
On Bayern Munich here, I like what they did, but I think the team still needs a bit of control. There were too many times in the game where I felt they didn't need to go gung-ho. They needed to control the game differently.
A little bit, yeah?
Yes. I thought, calm it down.
slow it down a little.
Knock the ball around and try to tease them out of it. And give Madrid something difficult to think of. Because I feel, as good as this Madrid team is, if you ask them to chase you for the ball, they cannot execute a coordinated press for 90 minutes. I haven't seen them do it. So
I do not like. Don't want the game to be chaotic.
Yes.
Yesterday's game was perfect for them.
So take that incentive away from them and force Mbappe to chase shadows. Force Vinicius, Bellingham. That crack will open because they are not trained to play that way. But to do that, you need that midfielder with the presence of mind to control the game. Turn around, and when it looks like he's going to go forward, make that sideways pass. Draw a teammate in there. And when that crack opens, then they actually hit the pass and go. Not because you are rather taking the bait. At 1-1, you lead on aggregate. At 2-2, you lead on aggregate. So why then do you take the bait and play as though... And you see some of the turnovers that... Madrid missed a lot too. I'm not even talking about the clear-cut opportunities.
Yeah, the moments.
But there were moments where one good pass,
That was it.
presence of mind to look in this direction. They were there. So as good as
Toni Kroos, Luka Modric.
Charlie, they killed them. Upamecano had a brilliant game. I won't even talk about the mistake he made because he was the reason a lot of the potential turnovers did not harm Bayern because he was athletic
See the
enough.
tackle against Vini where he celebrated him.
No, you do am,
He
bro.
did the ball.
Clean.
So that one and then the Militao on Diaz.
No, Militao on Diaz.
That would be crazy. But hard score to. I think that's
Militao.
It don't stand way to
Yes.
go to the ball.
Later on,
This
yes.
guy rough.
He just they blocked the channel of the ball.
Yeah.
He was man of the match for me.
Yeah.
Look,
As good a game as Upamecano had last night, and I respected him for that, there were moments where you knew if Madrid get that sequence of play right, even he will not be able to stop it. Because Bayern were there for the taking, because they would have committed so many numbers forward and they will create overloads on one side. The moment the ball gets to the other side,
Mbappe catch Jonathan Tah 1-on-1. But the one way he squared the ball is tell the guy like
it will kill him.
Like Vinicius for their stuff.
Then the time will be quick off.
But that's
then he's gone. Because he can't. That kind of thing, yeah?
For make for isolating and Semenyo, make we see something. For the World Cup, isolate them. Germany, we don't did them a group.
That kind of thing Bayern did last night, PSG won't let it go. Because you will not choke the midfield the way you did against Real Madrid.
Viti baby.
Vitina will be there.
Vitor Pereira. Victor Ferreira.
They will have the numbers in the midfield to contend with you. And when they have to make that quick turnover,
And they have the control you spoke about.
yes.
Yeah, how many?
And that's why I think they will hold the aces in that semi-final contest and not Bayern Munich.
Let's
Because
hold on with the semi-final. We'll get there.
Yeah,
There'll be an episode before that.
yeah, because at that game will be, both games will be decided in moments and not who dominated for 90
I
minutes.
saw a message, somebody wrote that game should probably have been the final, but he's at least happy we get to see 2 of those games rather than just a one
Game.
of
So,
that game.
so it's a good trade-off.
Yeah.
Final points on Michael Olise. Intelligence.
But the guy, they play well.
When people were applauding Mendy for shutting him out, I said yes. But the guy is still Bayern's most influential player
Yeah.
in attack.
Yeah.
So watch the game carefully. Yes, he did not have the channel to attack him outside. But each time Olise knew that he had run into traffic, he looks left and his pass keeps the attack alive. And I want that from every forward who has the humility and presence of mind to know when to do the take on. He doesn't have Lamine Yamal's explosiveness.
Sayako should go and watch.
He doesn't have those Messi and those or Cristiano before those injury settings. He doesn't have those explosiveness. Players with that kind of explosiveness, even if there are 2 or 3 players, they will attempt to dribble and they can do it because they are rapid. They move like lightning before you see it occur. And because they have the dribbling ability, Obechon,
He's just gliding around.
Olise knows what he is. One-on-one, he will eat you. But he knows you have protection. So what do I do? If I can keep the attack alive by playing it through the channels, find the teammates there and let the attack go on, I will do that for as long as it takes. And on the occasion that I can back myself to beat 1 or 2 players and attempt to whip in across or shoot, each time it was on point. I think there was only 1 shot that was off target. There was one that he forced Lunin into making the save.
Yeah.
And then another that missed the post just by inches. Look, he had a brilliant game. And when the moments came, when we are all watching the game and a player gets into any game states, the decision that is the most obvious one is often the right one. Like, that this is what he has to do.
You know what I like about the
The
goal?
best players always get those decisions right.
Yeah.
On the goal he scored. When he took the first touch, I was like, this is the chance for him. And it was as if he was remote controlled because he then turned on the afterburners. He was not looking to go and dribble.
Yeah. He was just going straight for
No.
Push them
He saw
back and create a space.
he saw the channel and was like, this is it.
What I like about that goal is the touch he took to the left and the shot was almost in one movement.
like one man.
And that was the goal.
It wasn't the sort of wider.
Yeah.
No.
It's not one you take and take
it's
another
like that.
step.
Well weighted.
He just took the ball and then in that one movement, and the beauty of it is it struck the post.
Yeah.
And then
Those are the best goals.
Went around the net that way.
Those are the best goals.
Before you attempt to block it.
Oh, Masa,
Yeah. Quick. Danny.
Abelua try. You try. But football is 90 minutes. If I'm going to use typical Madrid analysis against them. So football is 90 minutes and it's about moments. It's about managing. If anybody understands how to manage moments in the Champions League,
It's them.
it's Real Madrid. And they did a very poor job. 3-2 up, 15 minutes left. I think Madrid should have taken a step back. Because look, that second half, Bayern were not creating anything.
No. I think Bayern even got scared.
They were afraid.
They were a bit
No,
scared
but
that
they knew that the next goal they were out.
yeah.
Because now it was tied on aggregate 4-4.
In the 5 minutes before the red card, if you noticed, Alphonso Davies wasn't bumping.
Because that time
Bayern started
accepting that we could go into extra time.
extra time. So keep it like that. Because one
If
more
the opportunity
goal
comes, no problem.
will mean
Otherwise-
that now you have to score.
And that is Madrid territory.
And that's Madrid territory. So company was smart. They started play. Kimmich, pass the ball. Just keep it. If we have a moment, fine. If not, we are going to extra time. And I think Madrid should also have played to that too. But during that time, when Madrid pick up the ball, they want to.
They wanted to win it.
And you see, if you don't manage it well, when you are playing like that, instead of you exploiting spaces, you tend to leave spaces in behind. When the red card happened, And this is where experience comes in. As soon as the red card happened, whilst they were complaining and things, that's where Abelo was fast. Because critical time in the game, momentum has immediately switched. Change something fast. Because
He went to Thiago Pitach and
double substitution.
and somebody.
Yeah, it was
And
Pitach.
Mostantuano.
Mostantuano.
Yeah.
It's the Mostantuano change I didn't understand.
He took Trent off of
Never
Mostantuano.
like that guy.
But he better pass.
I like him.
Maybe he the rater.
Mostantuano.
Mostantuano.
If you hear this name,
Tuano.
it be player way, sir.
Tuano.
Mostantuano.
Jimmy,
What a
but
player.
that's it.
Player go, he go make you bite your tongue.
Jimmy time at them days.
Mostantuano, that's the player.
Mostantuano.
But it was a huge problem for me. That Mostantuano and Trent
Should have been Cavaya. Was Cavaya on the bench?
Trent shouldn't have gone off.
Should have kept him.
He shouldn't have gone off.
Yeah.
Look,
One delivery.
that Mbappe chance you are all talking about. When you mention this Hurricane pass, see that pass. See, forget,
Bro.
Opel, that guy.
The replays didn't even do justice to it.
Yeah,
I want to
You
see
know
his
how
leg.
difficult-
I want to see what he did to his leg.
because I didn't understand the pass.
But it was a pass. He had seen the pass of that.
And you know, when
The
he
technique to
when he initially
execute
kicked the ball, I thought it
it was
was.
going out. Me, I thought it was going out because
Because
the
Mbappe was
camera
in the
no
picture.
pick.
Yeah.
The camera
So
no
I
pick.
actually thought it was too long for Vini.
Yeah.
Because if
You
Vini was in the
know
picture, then you know,
No, see, Trent. And you see, that's the as and credit to Klopp. I always credit Klopp for spotting that thing. Because in any other manager's hands, he would have been a liability.
yeah.
Any other manager. But this guy he's your extra midfielder. He even passes and sees passes better than your midfielders.
It's ability with the ball.
It's mad. Trent has that ability. And you see, the way Madrid were playing,
But look at the cross for the first leg Mbappe goal.
Yeah.
How he squeezed the ball between Neuer and the defenders to the far post.
And
It's not
the
like Mbappe was central.
you don't have an excuse to miss. That's
It's on
how
the plate.
Good, yeah, that's
It's on
how
the
good
plate.
the pass is.
Yeah.
You don't have an excuse to miss. So I thought that change was wrong because it nullified the threat on the right hand side completely. He will not give you what Trent is giving you. Yes, and you see, I felt like on the left hand side, defensively, Madrid had it covered. The doubling up did not. Diaz didn't do anything the whole game. He was struggling. He couldn't. There was no time.
This guy tried for
and
the
even when he
this guy tried for the Brahim Diaz.
Brahim Diaz, quick.
Brahim Diaz try on Luis Diaz.
Yeah, he tried.
Yeah.
And even when Kamau,
How you do so?
when Kamau came, he did a decent job
there.
also holding that fort. So that change for me took something out. And you see, the red card has already hurt you. But at least give yourself a fighting chance. They messed up the changes. Before the red card, moments are very important.
Key.
Very
Key. At this level there.
Look, if you are Real Madrid and you talk the way you talk, you are Vinicius Jr. and you talk the way you talk,
make it reflect.
you've done yourself Mr. Champions League. I don't believe it, but they have branded him Mr. Champions League. Bosu, when it wasn't just the Mbappe thing, the team moved to set up that Mbappe Jonathan Tah 1-on-1. It was more, it's one of those things where it's a commentator's dream. Asserting the passing, the movement, Mbappe, he has set the ball for you. Tap it into you, can't tap. And it takes me back to the first leg. This guy is responsible for messing up two big tap. You dribble Neuer and kick the ball out.
Yeah.
Second leg, a simple tapping, you can't tap the ball in.
And he had an opportunity. I'm not sure. He's not a bad player with his left foot.
He's not.
He had an opportunity
He's
with his left,
small.
and he just played the ball somewhere.
Some side netting out thing. And for me, that was a big moment. Look, you can talk about the Mbappe Trent this thing. Yes, it was a good
That
pass,
was a difficult
but it was a
execution.
difficult execution.
Because they see,
But he
the
chose
weight
a difficult
and the
option.
speed.
the weight and the speed
And the
behind
speed,
the ball.
you had to hit it one
You
time.
had to hit it one
Do
time.
you know the problem with that chance?
You had to hit it one
He
time.
chose the
Because
difficult
it's
option.
Mbappe and how good he is. That's why he played that way. Any other player who is below the level of
You
Mbappe,
could go beyond the pitch.
No, they bring
drop
the
the
ball
ball.
down. You will control it.
Because that ball, it doesn't make sense.
But you see,
Mbappe
that
will
ball-
drop it.
But Mbappe
that
will
ball,
drop it.
that ball,
There was too much time and
anybody
space.
No, I think the way
You can't control it.
The
close
weight.
to you.
Ooh,
Baby,
just control.
See,
Oh, wow.
See,
The power, they be so.
it is a kind of chance that Zlatan will hit that way.
If you're going,
It's the kind of chance that Zlatan will hit that way.
Those 3 seconds will close you
close.
down.
Make I tell you something.
They'll close you down.
Because of how good Mbappe is, he knew he would score.
Yes.
And you have to be.
Yes, so it's a world-class
and
save
you
from
see,
Neuer.
that
Oh, it was
was
direct.
Was it direct?
Oh, no, I was standing
there was
there.
speed. He hit it into the ground.
And then he came
It
back.
was
He
super-
was standing there. He was standing
no,
there.
he did this.
Sorry,
he
he's
stepped
standing.
it,
He didn't dive.
But he
He
didn't
was
have
coming
to.
to him.
But you see,
If that ball beats Neuer, I would be a pro goalkeeping.
no, it's
But he didn't have to move.
It's a very good save.
You see,
It's a solid
the
super class save.
sequence, no. Wow,
The speed.
Okay, wham.
No. No. You don't add that one. See, if the one
Like this one, when it comes straight, he didn't have to dive.
No, you let me just wrap
Fair
up.
enough, please.
Let me just wrap up quickly. Bayern will have to seriously improve. They will have to seriously improve. Because I feel like if you watch the way they've played in the group, if all season, teams are beginning to adapt to the way they attack and defend. That 1v1 thing they tend to do is high risk, high reward. Remember when they faced Chelsea? I said if they meet another top team or if they meet Chelsea again, they'll beat them. Because
The Chelsea then, but
the
this
Chelsea,
one,
no, that's what this one did.
the Maracucci Chelsea.
Yeah, this one like 16. Then a couple weeks later, they face Arsenal.
That's what they did.
Arsenal beat them. The way they defend, once you get away from your marker, it's done.
You're gone.
And that was yesterday's game. Once Mbappe was able to spin, Brahim Diaz turns, Vinicius turns, is a
That's a
chance.
huge space.
And then there's space, and now everything they do is reactionary.
Yeah.
The thing is, the PSG you are going to face, everybody is a spinner and a turner. Everybody in that team, from the full backs,
From left back, right
left
back.
Where's the first leg
back.
going to be played?
It doesn't matter. I don't know the way that it doesn't
to
matter.
some extent.
But you see, they will have to improve. As for the Ulis, you touched on Ulis. But see, I really wish this
France.
wasn't a World Cup.
Wow.
They're playing Parc de
Paris.
France. I really wish this wasn't a World Cup year. Because if there was any season that I'll look and say, see, this person deserves Ballon d'Or, Harry Kane. And the likelihood of the World Cup derailing what has happened before
It's high.
is high.
Oh, so even Ronaldo didn't win Ballon d'Or because
Okay.
Modric went to a World Cup final and lost.
That's all. So, assume it, because now whatever Harry Kane has done, he has to pray that Bellingham and Foden and Kopama and
Foden Uncle.
Foden will go.
Where?
Oh, he will go to the World Cup.
Okay.
He will go. He will go. He will have to pray that when they go,
You have to pray that Anderson,
They
Rogers, Gordon and co. Rashford and
I don't
co.
want to be that guy, but there's one more injury coming. If it has happened to us,
It can happen.
visit Panama to see some.
Panama to the Makela be hit.
No, I don't know if it be killer, but then get some injury. I see for them.
Be a namo, some namo be here. You know what I mean?
Anyway, guys, so let's talk briefly about that. As for Liverpool, PSG, we saw it coming. We all did say that PSG.
That one there just
Let me start with the Barca match.
Yes, briefly about the Barca. All of us will be brief so that we can talk about the weekend game that is coming up, which is huge.
That song, you know. I am a believer. Hey, let me am a bobo fuck.
I'm catching it.
I never believe.
When I'm with the
Oh, me, I'm difficult to impress.
Where fed to the?
I'm difficult.
Carlos.
on the borrow.
It's the valve.
It's the valve. It's the valve.
See,
Yesterday you were mentioning from Bag. How do you pronounce it?
Florian Vaz.
From Bag.
See.
Hey, guys.
Look,
Hey, guys.
there's nothing that attracts me in sport than a talker and a doer. Me, I like that. Look,
Yeah.
Barca are out of the tie. But you can't watch that game and tell me that guy didn't live up to what he said. And that's why I laugh. From the first minute, as soon as the game starts, and he
Musu.
finishes it, come on, like you give me the pressure. I saw it last season, the semi-final. I loved it. The Inter this thing, no. It's just a second leg that he went to overdo and then he caused the. But the Euros, the France game, the Nations League, the France game.
After the France game,
Nations League, he tell them he finish we can bang them 2 goals with and Sab and we check it come do some and look come back. You forget the 5-1, then they lead 5-1. See them for
I think that's the final.
No.
After that one, they take discipline in the semi-finals.
Spain.
No, but you don't talk plenty. As Portugal, they can talk plenty.
Okay.
Nice.
It be the France way.
It be the France way.
They talk
way.
to beat them.
Where you ship them. But I believe the boy. I believe the boy rough. But then again, from a Barcelona point of view too, it has paid me that they don't have money.
That's the problem.
Because somebody like Ferran Torres, he shouldn't be there.
He shouldn't be leading the attack.
They should have got an able replacement for Lewandowski long ago. Because when you have somebody as talented as Lamine, Rafinha fit, this attack, look, what Hansi Flick is doing is amazing.
But did Hansi Flick make a mistake of not starting Lewandowski, considering Atletico Madrid were never really going to be offensive in the spaces? Somebody to just occupy the box and wait for chances. Honestly, I thought that game was perfectly set up for Lewandowski.
Yes, when they were attacking. But when they were
now
the way they
the France Torres defenders are
they're
busy for nothing. And that guy impressing no good.
It's not.
I think
Lewandowski is too static.
He's too static.
It worry.
It makes it. You have to go directly to him.
Thank you.
But it's a trade-off you should be willing to make.
Yeah, because
And
if the
that's
chances
the
come,
Not everybody. Not that early.
See, all the chances
you
must
become
be
overly
in the
predictable.
box.
not necessarily in and around the box.
Torres,
His movements can
that
cause problems.
Moving around, like
Lewandowski doesn't
Rashford
move.
last week, first leg. That constant movement, you see, you are sending the centre backs around. Lewandowski is there. He's occupying the center.
I don't think Lewandowski is as static as we make it look. I still think he got a bit of movement about him. He won't be the sharpest.
And he can't
See,
but
over 90 minutes,
But the
what he
chances-
has would have been enough to get this job done.
Over 90.
Especially-
you wouldn't have lasted 90 minutes.
in the first 30 minutes, that Atletico Madrid, were all over the place a little bit. If they had Lewandowski in that attacking position, the runs
That game
make
is done.
alone, forget. Ferran and Rashford moment to me 300 years. Femi Lopez Munayawa.
Lewandowski maybe 3 years ago. But this
Okay.
current version there, I know they believe I'm crap.
Okay.
No, but look, I love the way Barcelona responded. You lose the first leg 2-0. They looked at that second leg and knew that they could go there and win. But on Hansi Flick, game management, Champions League, no matter how you are feeling, no matter how the game is going, there are certain rules that must apply all the time. Once they hit, they had nothing to lose from the start of the whistle. They were already 2-0 down. So they had to be aggressive. Got the first goal, got the second goal. As soon as they got that second goal, I felt they should have
taken this. That is the balance.
because they have the ability to possess and waste and kill any possible momentum or thinking that Atletico may have to, we can quickly respond. Frustrate them with, that's what Barcelona are known to do. Frustrate them with the ball, pass it around.
But is this Barca team really good at possessing ball?
Oh, they are. Oh, they are really good at it. They are not PSG level now,
But they are.
but they are good at it. If you are like elite top, they are top 3 now.
Especially when they got the Pedri boy and the De Jong boy in the team. They know how to
They
keep
can
the
do
ball.
it. And all the players are comfortable with doing it. They are comfortable with the ball. So I thought they should have done that. And taking that 2-0 lead to halftime was very important.
least.
Take it to halftime. Because at 2-0, Atletico were rattled.
They were panicking.
They were all over the place. They were rattled. Diego Simeone who was doing calm down. He himself was rattled. That goal came out. That goal saved them. And was out of, what do you call it? Against a round of play.
Yeah. But it was a good response because that came as soon as the second goal came.
Yes, it was good, but Barcelona allowed it to happen.
Because they were still going for the
They were
third.
still going for the third. And look, you have how many minutes more? Like 70, 65 minutes left. And you are level. So it's now goalless. The game has now started. Take your time.
But to be fair, at 2-1, I still thought Barca would score again.
Yes.
And I'm thinking
but
that's what they would have
You see,
thought.
it's the dynamics of the game. At 2-1, you have to score.
Yeah.
At 2-0, you don't have to score. At 2-0, the home team now feels the need to try and get a goal. And that would have opened up Atletico and left them there for the taking. Even when they were defending,
use the pace
you were
of Rashford.
shocked. You were carving them open. So as soon as that second goal went in, no matter what was happening, especially after that Femi Lopez miss. When Lamine Yamal did the magic, TV camera self no see the pass.
Charlie.
He give the pass.
That cross was crazy.
It makes sense. Femi Lopez misses it. And you see, the good thing was that after Femi Lopez missed, there was the injury and there was time to settle
calm down, yeah.
So Papa Hansi Flick, drop it like 2 yards. Not soak pressure. Pass the ball around. Waste time for like...
Get them to chase the ball.
Chase the ball. Frustrate them for like next
were
5-10 minutes.
disappointing,
Before, if there are spaces, then you hit again. But once they allowed Atletico to score that one goal, now there was belief. So if you watched, Atletico now felt like anytime they went for it, there was a chance for them to score.
And truly,
it
looked like
those spaces started emerging
now,
because
Barcelona
Barcelona
they
became
have to
desperate.
chase.
Again, halftime started the second half very well. I love the way they started the second half. But again, their response after they disallowed Ferran Torres, it's like all of a sudden, hey, we are going out. And this desperation. And now Barcelona are not playing their game. Like, there's what you can see that extra pass that Barcelona will usually take, and that extra, like, take your time. We know how you fashion your other. They started forcing. So now the turnovers were getting too easy for Atletico Madrid.
yeah.
And if you saw how the red card came, it was Barcelona will usually keep the ball under better circumstances, like 1, 2, 3 passes, forcing the issue. Atletico pick up the ball and there's an obvious pass there. It was right there. As for Solot, I think he has something on Barcelona. Because
Just
anytime,
lastly,
it's either he scores or he causes some trouble. But I don't get it. And then once the red card happened, we all knew the game was over. In fact, if you looked at the way the Atletico bench celebrated, the way the Barcelona, it's not that they just accepted defeat then, that it was over. And for me, the thing is, it's Champions League. You always give yourself a fighting chance until the last minute.
Yeah.
It's key.
Until it's over. But Barca didn't do that. And that's what hurt. Because from a neutral point of view, I was watching that game and I felt like this is something that could have traveled to extra time.
Right.
Or probably Barca could have won this game. But in saying that, Atletico have gotten away with it twice. They were poor, that Tottenham. In fact, over 2 legs, they didn't do well. Tottenham were terrible in that first. Kinski gave away 2 goals. Atletico didn't play brilliantly. Then the second leg, they were beaten. Who they forget? They were beaten. This first leg, they managed the game well. I'll say amongst the last 4 or 5 Champions League games they played, that first leg against Barcelona was probably the best. And the second leg, I think they let themselves down. Because you don't start a game like this straight away thinking of defending a 2-goal lead. The way they approached this second leg, for me, I was very disappointed in Diego. Because for 3 years, you've not played like that. Your team doesn't have in fact, it's not even your team. Modern day football is almost impossible for you to sit down and soak pressure. The way the tactics have evolved, you by all means be carved open.
Yeah.
So I didn't like that approach. And it seemed almost like, oh, the chance will come. But you can't take that risk in Champions League. I thought they got away with it. And they will have to improve in the semi-final. They will seriously have to improve in that semi-final. Because even if they qualify and make the final,
They're meeting either of those two killers.
And those two will finish them off.
Atu,
Flick, I don't know what his issue is. I don't know whether it is arrogance, because whatever we think we see, he sees it in a more profound manner. That's his job. So if he's persistent with it, it's either arrogance, they rate opponents, and despite the countless number of times that teams have punished him for it, or he knows exactly what the situation is, but he cannot coach the adjustments we think the team needs and still get results. And so he will die by the sword. It's one of 2 things, because no coach will willfully set aside what he can coach to get results while still playing within his philosophy. No coach will do that. Ultimately, you want the results, and if possible, the style of play and performance that gives you satisfaction. So my reading of this is one of either the arrogance, or he realizes that when he drops the defensive line by maybe 10 yards, 8 yards, he will not be able to coach his team to press with the same intensity, but more importantly, be able to sustain teasing the opponent out of their shells for as long as it takes. And that may be the most plausible explanation, that he can drop the defensive line, his team can press in the middle, but how to continuously tease Atletico and keep them chasing them for the cracks to appear so that they play through them. Because as for playing through the press, Barca have no problems doing it. But the opponent has to press them first. The opponent has to vacate their defensive shape and chase the ball first for Barca to use their press resistance and passing ability and dribbling ability to get through them. That is what may be the issue. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. This thing that we see with Barca, it doesn't make sense. Not the refusal to drop the high line, not the frequency with which we see the same type of goal. The Ademola Lookman goal, Lautaro Martinez, the Champions League first leg, reverse fixture, the same thing. The Getafe games last season, as the same. Atletico man. This season, Copa del Rey, the same. Like yesterday, somebody posted a compilation on Twitter. There were about 15 goals or so that Barca are conceding from the same pattern. So my suspicion is that it is
if you add the chances, they are worse because teams have these chances and some of them don't take them.
Exactly.
This scenario.
In fact, we have seen a modification or evolution of those goals from the regular counter attacks that we're seeing to the third man runs using the center forward as the decoy that you explained earlier. Unfortunately for him, the Champions League is nobody's friend. It is a ruthless competition. Where margins like that, they are punished. Because at 2-0, what really was the need for them to go gung-ho in the manner and play as if they were the ones chasing the game?
And Barca more than any team, Hans Flick would know, we are most vulnerable when you just scored.
Yes. And play as though we were the ones chasing the game and then just allow them to have those counter breaks that we did, knowing that we don't have the defenders to win those 1v1 duels. When we lose the ball and we need to stop a transitional phase like that, or someone to chase a center forward when we have to play catch up on the counter break. We don't have those kinds of defenders there. And so for me, it was crazy to watch. The other thing that I disagreed with, apart from the approach, was the midfield selection. I thought Frankie de Jong should have started the game or come on earlier. If he's good enough, if he's fit enough to be on the bench, he should be starting that game. You see, Barca had the profile to, in their midfield, the profile of players they had were quick to turn over possession. So instead of...
So it was what? Pedri, Gavi and Olmo.
Yes. Pedri, Olmo are risk takers. They are press resistant, but immediately after they do that, they are looking to make the next attacking phase. The next pass in that attacking phase. And Olmo did that a lot. Frankie wants to dribble for the sake of keeping the ball. Frankie is not the guy that he will swivel, he will turn around, he will dribble you, but still give the next pass and keep it cool. I thought after 2-0, they needed a midfielder like that. Of course, you may not be in a hurry to make that sort of change, but that has to be the instruction to the players on the pitch, that this is what the team needs at this point. You cannot fight fire with fire for that long. Atletico Madrid, a lot has to change. At this level, you cannot defend a lead from minute one, where the levels are so close. It's not as if you are Barca and they are Celta Vigo, for you to think that they don't have enough quality to sustain meaningful attacks, generate chances, and punish you for it. It's an approach you only adopt where you feel like you want to conserve energy. There is no need to expend energy knocking the ball around, chasing.
I can understand if it happens from the 70th minute, but from the onset,
you know that they will carve you open. when Barca have lost to Atletico in times past, it is not because Barca have not been able to create chances. It is wastefulness. It is wastefulness. It is poor decision making that has cost them in those games. When a team has that history of carving you open, of creating chances, of scoring goals for fun, you know that it is very likely that they will score 2 goals before the game ends. It's a matter of when they score those goals and how many you can score in reply. And so before the game, everybody knew that whatever happens, Barca will guarantee 2 goals. Barca were guaranteed 2 goals. The problem was how they were going to manage the game states to ensure that even if Barca got their 2 goals, Atleti would perhaps have been in front by then, or the second goal will come so late that it forces extra time. So I thought he did not manage the game well.
Right.
That said, clean slates against Arsenal. And this one goes to both of them.
I don't want us to dwell in the semi-final because of time. We'll come there. There will be time.
But there has to be a significant departure from
what we've seen.
What we've seen.
Coach, you want to talk about the game where you want to move to Man City and Arsenal?
I'll just make one statement on Hansen Flick.
Hansi
Flick. I mean, he's just flicking everybody.
Hansi Flick. Flicking everybody.
Everybody. Charlie, I mean,
Last season all over again.
I hate it when a coach has an advantage that he doesn't know he needs to protect, at least for some time, before going at it again. You were 2-0 down, for heaven's sake. Wonderful start from an incredibly talented player. You got that second goal. Come on, man. Take the steam out of the game. Has he the players to do so? Yes. This Barcelona team is a relatively young team. They're a young team.
Yeah.
Most people don't know.
Especially those who started on the days.
Especially, very young.
And some of their most important players are very young.
So when they are going, if you don't put the brakes on them, they will keep going.
Yeah.
That's where your guidance matters.
That is it. He didn't guide them properly. He didn't guide them last season against Inter Milan when they were some few
4 minutes,
3 minutes away from making the final. Again, he showed that he couldn't guide them, and that is what they need. Now, if you've got Gavi, Pedri, and then the other guy in the middle who was
Omo.
Omo
Fermin when he plays.
looked very experienced. Gavi, Pedri is 24 years now.
Yeah.
Is that he's played a lot of football, but he's also...
But does he have an excuse of being inexperienced? I mean, he's done World Cup, Euros, everything.
But you see, you have to manage. You see, when they are at that age and things that they had planned for begin to happen, they start enjoying themselves. So that is where you, the coach, you come in there, do this. I mean, you should be watching the time and get them to calm down. He did not do that. And I think next season will be his truly very last season to get this team to the final of the Champions League. The players will still be there. What they need to do is to get him, try and find money and get in a proper number.
Number 9, a centre back.
Yes, I have said that my dream number 9 for Barcelona is the boy at Man City.
Erling Haaland?
Yes. He's my dream number 9.
Do you know my dream number 9 for Barcelona?
Who is it?
Especially how Hansi Flick plays. Osimhen.
That's another option.
Victor Osimhen.
Yeah.
That's another option.
The way Hansi Flick, if it was the Pep Barca or the Enrique Barca,
That's another
I would
option.
say, by the way this guy plays,
That's another option.
I would say Victor.
That's another option. Because I will need a number 9 who will not only occupy the centre back,
Can
but
press.
his movement in the box.
Yeah, it's fighting.
And then
If he gets Victor, the reason why I say again Victor Osimhen is, if he gets Victor Osimhen, he gets Rafinha, then his high line, he shouldn't worry too much. And he gets another centre back who's experienced in organizing the line.
they will
Then
press
he shouldn't worry.
So-
Osimhen and Rafinha, they will press you, make it.
So that was all that I felt on the part of Diego Simeone. Look, again, if it doesn't, Arsenal are looking unbeatable. Beatable. They should, like you said, we'll talk about
We'll talk about that. Anyway, guys, so then obviously we knew PSG were going to Liverpool. I thought Liverpool played well, but of course PSG were too good for them.
Slot.
Yeah, Slaughter was slaughtered.
Slaughter
Was slaughtered. And of course, Arsenal drew goalless with Sporting Lisbon. The performance wasn't great, but that leads us into our final conversation. Arsenal are playing against Man City in what many say will be potentially the title decider. Arsenal have won just a game in their last 5 games coming into this one. City, however, have won all their games coming into this one in the last 5. So that's a 10 of 4. If you look at the two teams, City beat Arsenal a couple of weeks ago in the Carabao Cup final, and here they are meeting again. Coach, what are we looking at?
It's a must-win game for Man City. Arsenal don't need to win the game.
They just don't have to lose.
They just don't have to lose. And I think that will inform both coaches to approach the game differently. If I'm Mikel Arteta, I'll go in there and not show any fear. Not showing any fear doesn't mean
go there.
I'm going to try and expansive. No. But when I see the chance,
You go for it.
I'll go for it. In recent times, this Arsenal team have not played like they started during the season. Even when they've seen the chance to go at it, they've gone square. Their players are showing signs of brain tiredness.
Mental fatigue.
Yeah, I watched them against Bournemouth and I was like, wow. Hopefully this time around, they are not playing on Saturday. They are playing on Sunday, and it's at 3:30. Man City have rested. Pep have looked at them, gotten his game plan. I'm sure Arteta has done likewise. The game will come down, in my view, to some personal battle. Arsenal are struggling with their 2 laterals.
Good news, Nkapie is back. He played in midweek.
Yes.
So,
But for him, that boy, he's not a lateral. He's a centre back.
but he's been solid for them when he's playing
Yes,
left back.
but against Semenyo, I think Semenyo, like we saw in the Carabao Cup.
He cooked
It was
him.
because of the yellow card.
Yes, but then you can't be.
Now you look at
start
so-
fresh.
Okay.
Well, yellow card, which wasn't yellow card. He didn't touch the guy.
We
He
ever
gave
back
him
yellow card. So one
Intention.
share. Where they want share there. This one,
The intention.
Sito, this one there he had. So the yellow card go come quick.
Quick.
So if Semenyo start, they come
Go
forward
down that line.
again. That right fullback.
Mascara. He'll play Mascara.
Mascara for start because Ben White is the
No
owner.
idea.
He'll play Mascara.
Even Mascara say I know they trust him against the coup.
The team that started the Champions League will start.
And then
Start.
You see that?
It was a rehearsal.
if I'm Arteta, I will go Rice, Zubimendi, and then Norgard.
Yeah.
Natural ball wingers. 2 very pacey wingers.
But the PC wingers no matter.
Omasa, that's the problem.
That's the problem. So if he doesn't bring Eze and he leaves Madu,
No,
Madu,
let me
and
ask.
so-
Let me just ask you a quick question.
yeah.
Brazilian winger Anthony Martinelli. Brazilian winger if you take on player like current Martinelli then Anthony. Which one?
Oh, I go choose Martinelli every day.
Martinelli if you dribble anybody,
Bro, forget. Anthony, what did you do?
you go fit spin.
Anthony,
You go fit cutting.
Anthony own the West. He go fit dribble past you. But you go can't beat him.
Let me talk to you something. You know what? Arteta should calm down.
But he puts pressure on his team. I feel like when he's in the dugout,
Look, I saw
he
that.
puts too much pressure on the boys.
I saw that from the Carabao Cup. When he came, Pep came, he just
Yeah, you mentioned the last time on
yes.
the pod. Now when they met in the tunnel, Pep was more relaxed.
The Arsenal players, they should calm down.
Arsenal players almost say, "But no more bench, almost Arteta reaction."
I don't want to dwell so much on that, but I think it's a game that
But what will be your prediction, coach?
I think Man City will win.
Actually,
It hurts. It's shame. Compared to Arsenal J League, you know.
yeah, you've been supporting Arsenal for that.
Arsenal person J League, but the way, Charlie, I forgot see Sam George. I forgot see some 3 big men.
If they
They're
real,
more than they support Arsenal.
and they,
Honorable Sam Jata George, my minister.
yeah, Arsenal fan.
He said they host me for 5 days in house.
If Arsenal win,
If Arsenal win the title, 5 days.
then before pre make Arsenal win. But say I'm far.
I will carry you or go there.
Easy.
Oh,
Oh, the Arsenal go in.
Sam Jata.
City will slack.
Meeting is swam as well.
Sorry, quick.
Jata George.
Aju.
A problem with Ateta. Olkum.
All right, so welcome to him. The game is set for Arsenal.
To what? To win?
No, to get the results that they need to secure the title. Arsenal, this iteration of Arteta's Arsenal are not built to win games. They are built not to lose. And it shows in the way they approach games. It shows in the way they manage games. And that's why a lot of people see that they are boring.
We heard that in the Carabao Cup. They didn't want to lose.
No, I'm saying that even when they were doing well, what they did well, was to suffocate opponents.
Yeah.
The whole mindset is you won't beat us. That is what Arsenal are good at. And going into this game, Arsenal don't need to win to be in the position that they currently are. Arsenal don't need to win. They just need to avoid a defeat.
Yeah.
But the problem is they have not been very good at executing what got them this far. You get the point I'm making? So on Sunday, it will be reasonable for Arteta and his troops to go out there and try to play the way they've played all season. Get a draw, scrappy game, boring draw, and then go out. But for about a month now, they go into games and they don't seem to have any idea how to play. So if you look at their chances from open play, it has dropped by about 40%. Now they are
The corners are not corner king.
that's
Corners are
Are not corner kicking.
before March, they had scored. Is it 60? Check the number of goals they've scored since the beginning of March up until now.
120.
Check the set piece goals and the percentages since the beginning of March. So there's a drop off almost in every
That's what I like
phase.
about the Premier League. You can't do one thing continuous for 2 years. Forget, it will catch you.
Fundamentally, you see the thing that Man City did to them in the League Cup. Unfortunately, we've seen a couple of teams also try that.
Alex Scott. Guy scored a goal. Keeper sit down.
So nobody bothers to press.
Go to be stupid.
Nobody bothers to press Arsenal centre backs. It's almost as if everyone has just come to the realization that they are not good with the ball at their feet. They are very average. So let them have the ball, but they can't hurt you through their passing. But we'll block the channels through which they would want to pass and find those teammates, because they are not skilled at line breaking passes. More to the point, Arsenal don't have anybody who will drop between. We had this conversation when City beat them.
Yep.
Drop between the centre backs, pick up the ball from the goalkeeper, receive it under pressure, even if there's someone chasing them, spin around that player, pick a pass, and then go. They don't have anybody in the team. So you have a situation where Arsenal's best combinations since March have been the goalkeeper and one of the centre backs and the two centre backs. That is why people look at that team and say they are afraid, like Ian Wright said, because what they used to be good at, that defensive solidity, they've lost it. They are not scoring as many goals from open play. They are not scoring as many goals from corner kicks, something that used to serve them quite well. And in terms of how they also play, it's not working for them. Now you have a situation where the manager has also worked Zubimendi and his midfield options into the ground. I think that's the thing. He's not party, but he's not a bad player. We saw him when he came at the beginning of the season.
The Premier League is demanding.
Chale,
He's tired.
because Arteta has mismanaged the squad. And I was having this conversation with you that
Noga should see.
Nogat should have seen far more games. Far more games
So
than
why
he's
you
had.
buy him? So why you buy him?
Party left for be panic buy.
No. Nogat was there too. But even Bukayo Saka. Saka was starting against Wigan, Port Vale. Why? Why?
to find form.
No, you don't do that. That is the reason.
essence of the squad you built was to get them ready for these moments.
So that
but
other
if
players-
Nkapie is not there and Lewis Kelly has become a liability, and if Timber is not there and Ben White has become a liability, and Saka is not playing well, and Madueke can't.
There is something wrong with the way you manage.
Look, even Timber, Maogani cry. Maogani.
Not Timber.
So what was
Clearly,
what was the about it? Your squad.
Best squad is he has mismanaged the squad because the whole essence of giving him that transfer kitty was to manage the squad such that around this time you would have those players available.
Because last season we said Odegaard and Saka, but for their injury, Arsenal.
What's the excuse
we bought players for you.
What's the excuse now?
Then they can't talk.
So actually, are they win or they are losing or they are
Your prediction, so that time.
I think City win this.
All right, Danny.
What's the excuse for the team that is on top of the league and is in the semi-final of the Champions?
Very, very good point.
I don't know. They are talking as if they are going on relegation or they are battling for top.
Very interesting point.
But look, this is a normal thing. In life, once they have not won this team before, it doesn't matter how much they've built, they will still suffer before they win it. This thing was expected. The closer you get to it, the more nervous, the more shaky you get. It's normal. What they need right now is calm heads, and that's what they are trying to do. In fact,
Fire.
the thing is, if not for agenda,
They need calm
if
heads.
you
The coach
listen-
said fire.
If you listen to what Arteta is saying, he didn't say they need fire.
He said they are coming with fire.
Feels fire, doesn't feel fear.
So,
They are
but if you feel
enjoying
fire,
it.
what do you come with?
They've built and they are reaping the benefits. And he was speaking, and what he's doing is
And
not
he lied that he's the
pressure.
only Arsenal team that has
He's
won the
not-
quarterfinal 3 years in a row before.
Semi-final back
He
to
said
back.
quarterfinal.
He said
He
semi-final.
said
No.
that-
Semi-final was
before the
yesterday.
quarterfinal, a second leg. He said he's the only Arsenal team that has reached 3
I don't see that
quarterfinals.
one. I saw the semi-final back.
But we are telling you he said that.
I don't believe it.
Which
saw
we
the
don't believe.
semi-final. Point is, it will happen. It's normal. They have not lost the league. They are still in front. They have a 6 points lead and they are facing their direct rivals. Coach is right. They don't need to win the game. Well, they don't have to win the game, but I think they need to win the game. A win for Arsenal in this game is not just mathematically, but
And the league is
mentally
over.
also.
If they
It gives
win,
them
they
the league
finish.
title and it adds that extra boost of belief. That's what they need.
If they
was-
win on Sunday, I'm
Oh, yeah.
going to pre-honorable Sam George house. That's a pre-sitting. I don't know you all.
It's very important for them mentally, especially with what they are going through. And it doesn't matter how the victory comes, but if they win that game on Sunday, it gives them that huge boost. It's like winning a trophy, and it can propel them to the end.
I
of
don't
the
want Man
season.
City to win the cup.
But if City wins,
Honestly.
although mathematically
It's not
they are
done.
still,
The psychological warfare
it
is
could have
against
a
them.
huge toll on Arsenal, and not just in the league, but in other competitions also. So I think they need the victory, and
But would they win though?
that's where Arteta needs to be smart. 2 seasons ago, the way he played that game, the thing that Rodri came to reference, that's how he should play the game. Keep it, but give yourself those opportunities. Arsenal in that game had those opportunities and they messed it up, Martinelli. These chances will come, they will not be plenty because of how I think Arsenal will make the game. But when they come, they have to be ruthless.
Be ready to-
Last week against Bournemouth, those 2 chances at the end, that is why they signed Gyökeres, not to miss those chances. You score. Those opportunities.
The header,
you
free
score.
header, and then the
free
ball
header,
you
and
took.
then the ball he took and scuffed.
I think that ball, the
But-
weight behind the pass didn't help.
No, he had control.
But he controlled it and shifted the defender out.
Messed
You
it
see,
up.
the ball naturally should have gone. You see, he's also good with his left foot. I think the weight should have brought that.
And shot it.
So allow the ball to run across
So
your
the
body.
weight wasn't good.
Okay.
But once he took it on his right, the contact should have been better. But in saying that, that thing that Henry is doing, it's a very, and I'm going to miss, it's a very wicked thing to do.
What has he done?
Thank you very much for the opportunity. Look, me in life, I value relationships and loyalty.
Okay.
If you, the 3 of you, they give you Black Stars job, and I'm still in this position. See, I'm telling them, I don't care how bad they do. I will not say a bad word about them. You can assess it without putting pressure on your friend.
That one there.
you can be frank about a situation and assess it without being, but I will not come here and come and say, no, there was sad issues. I won't say that. When Ole was in a Man U job, his friends did the same thing. They will, if you listen to what they are saying the thing is not good, but they will not mention his name and go at him because there's loyalty and there's relationship. That thing, you have to value it. Because at the end of the day in life, it is friends and family. You Thierry Henry, after all Arsenal has done for you, you finished, you left and went to win Champions League in another club. You left.
The Champions League they lost in the final.
Lost. It was
down to him. He missed Cites.
You finished, left and went to another club. 6 years ago, you wouldn't have been sitting there talking about Arsenal in a championship position. It wasn't even, you couldn't even think of it because they were that bad. Artetus has come in and transformed the face of this club. Who has come in? Artetus.
That's his name from Monday. After City beat them.
Look, he has come in and he has transformed this club. Yes, they've not won it yet, but they are within touching distance. When you listen to Vieira, when you listen to Tony Adams, that's how you talk.
Yeah.
Because in this moment, the squad is so obviously under pressure.
Yeah.
The manager is obviously under pressure.
You don't add to it.
You don't come and add to it, especially with the seat that you sit in, the aura that you carry. Everybody knows you are Arsenal great. So now what are they doing? Even Henry is saying, and it's now adding extra pressure. It was a Champions League game you were supposed to review. Why did he bring Sunday's game into the team? Champions League game, Arsenal have qualified. It's not like they were kicked out. They did their job and they were qualified. They've qualified to the semi-final. In that moment, your friend, your former colleague, the manager of the club that you claim you love, you can't support him. You can't support the team. All the people in the studio are saying things that will add pressure to them, and you can't say something for your friend. You can't say something for your club.
He's been a professional pundit.
But do they even have the sort of relationship that will make him feel loyal to him?
It's not even Arteta. It's not about Arteta. It's about Arsenal.
But he's being a professional.
It's about Arsenal.
It's been paid to be a professional.
Did you hear his words? And he say, why are you doing that?
I didn't listen to
But do you remember
and
what?
for me, let me land.
Okay.
For me, he's not an Arsenal fan. He has more loyalty to Pep Guardiola than Arsenal. Because what he has done and what he was doing,
He will never do to Pep.
he will never do it to Pep
No,
Guardiola.
and it says Pep well. Because
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He's putting and it's helping Pep Guardiola. And what? I said, why would you do this thing?
What did he really do?
Oh, you didn't hear the words he said.
Oh, I'm for the benefits of those who do.
Thank you very much again for the opportunity.
For the word so sweet.
He said that Arteta says he wants to see fire, and he's talking, and he's been talking a lot over the past. And now he wants to see that when they play, he wants to see that tonight that's against the Sporting. This he didn't see. Arsenal got the job done. That's what they were supposed to do. They were not supposed to go and win 4-0. Yeah. They were supposed to get the job done. You Henry, they gave you Desiree Doué, they gave you Olise, they gave you star players, Mateta and Co to the Olympics. Simply win the thing at home. You want to bottle it. Now you have the guts to tell Arteta, who has gotten the job done and send the team to back-to-back semi-final. When was Arsenal? He played back-to-back semi-final. Did he play some? The guy has done a job. And in this moment where the entire world is giving on the club, the trophy is there. Just started, they are struggling. Help him. Help him, Henry. Help him. This Man City game is a big one. It can shatter everything. Help him. These are the things you go and see. Look, after Arsenal wins the league, he shouldn't come and celebrate.
He'll be there. He'll be at the
He will not celebrate. They will not allow him to celebrate. I'm talking as a bona fide Ghana.
Yeah, bona fide as no fan.
Bona fide Ghana. He shouldn't come and celebrate.
In fact, they will invite him to be part of the
He will not be part of the trophy. Before he has to apologize to Arteta and apologize to the team. Before he does it, Arsenal will win.
All right. Okay, so quick prediction. Just prediction. Man United Chelsea.
I don't care.
Man United Chelsea.
I think Chelsea will win.
Ooh, interesting. Man United Chelsea.
Man United win.
Great. All right, so then that will be it. For the Arsenal City, look, Danny, don't worry. There's the fact of the matter and there's the reality of the matter. The fact of the matter is that, yes, Arsenal have made the semi-final back-to-back. Back-to-back, it's fact. It's great. The fact of the matter is they're on top of the league. It is great. But the reality of the matter is they are not performing well. So the fact that they are there, you're on top, no credit. Semi-final, no credit. But born now, one gets a whole born.
And Koyi.
That is what gives people the fear. So looking at the facts of the reality of the matter.
Situ, we've all sat here and we've spoken about this period a muscle memory.
Yeah.
This period muscle tiredness.
Yes.
You don't now which team plays the best football?
So that's the reality of the matter.
Yes, so it's
Which
normal.
team played best football? PSG.
Oh no, it is be how many?
Last season, this season.
2 seasons.
It become a habit. Guys, it's a wrap. Thank you very much for doing the watching. Drop all your comments and then drop all your thoughts on what we discussed. Goodbye. Thank you for doing the watching and the following.